Hello friends, welcome again to the world of project management and third session in project cost management, that is determine the budget process. Let's quickly move to our agenda for this session that we are going to discuss on determine the budget process and IDTOs, that is inputs, outputs, tools and techniques. Let's start with this introduction. It's the third process in project's cost management, and let me define as per the PMBOK guide. Let's start with this introduction. It is the third process in the project's cost management. In this process, the project manager calculates the total cost of project to determine the amount of funds the organization needs to have available for the project. The main result of this process is the project budget. Let's define the determine budget process as per the PMBOK. It is the process of aggregating the estimated cost of individual activities or work packages to establish an authorized cost baseline. This is a simple definition for determining the budget process. The main key benefit of this process is that it determines a cost baseline against which project performance can be monitored and controlled. Here a project budget includes all the funds authorized to execute the project, and also the cost baseline is the approved version of the time-phased project budget that includes the contingency reserves, but it excludes the management reserves. Okay, fine. Hope you understand the definition and importance of this process in the cost management. Let's move to its IDTOs, that is inputs, tools and techniques and outputs. In inputs we have the project management plan, which includes the cost management plan, resource management plan, scope baseline. And coming to the project documents, which includes the basis of estimates, cost of estimates, project schedule, risk register. Coming to the business documents, which includes here the business case and the benefits management plan. And we have also have the agreements, enterprise environmental factors and organizational process assets as part of the inputs. In tools and techniques, we have the expert judgment, cost aggregation, data analysis, which includes the reserve analysis, historical information review, funding limit reconciliation and financing. And in outputs we have the cost baseline, project funding requirements, project document updates. Here project document updates, which includes the cost estimates, project schedule and the risk register. Okay, fine. Let's discuss first its inputs, starting with the project management plan, which consisting of the cost management plan, resource management plan and the cost baseline. Here, the cost management plan describes how the project cost will be structured in the project budget. So simple. And coming to the resource management plan, it provides the information on rates, estimation of travel cost, and any other foreseen costs that are required to estimate the overall project budget. And coming to the last, the scope baseline, which contains the WBS, project scope statement, and the WS dictionary, as you know, which will be useful for the cost estimation and the management. Okay, fine. Let's move to the next input, the project document, which includes the basis of estimates, cost estimates, project schedule and the risk register. First we will discuss the basis of estimates. It specifies any basis assumptions dealing with the inclusion or exclusion of indirect or other cost in the project. And the cost estimates for each activity within a work package are aggregated to obtain a cost estimate for each work package. Hope you understand this. And coming to the project schedule, which contains the planned start and finish dates of the project activities, milestones, work packages and control accounts also. And coming to the risk register, which should revive to consider how to aggregate the risk response cost. Hope you understand these inputs. Okay, moving to the next input, we have the business documents, which consist of the business case and the benefits management plan. To begin this process, the project manager should review the business documents in which the business case, which includes the business need and the reason the project is being done. And coming to the benefits management plan, which can be used to finalize the budget and compare to the economic benefits expected from the project. Okay, fine. Hope you understand about this business documents. Let's move to the next input. We have agreements. Applicable agreements information and the cost related to product, services or results are included during this process, that is during the agreements part. And coming to the EFs, that is enterprise environmental factors, which includes exchange rates. Let me give an example here. For large scale projects that extend the multiple years with multiple currencies, the fluctuation of the currencies need to understood and include in this process. Okay, fine. Moving to the last input, we have OPS, organizational process assets, which contains the historical information and the lessons learned repository, and also the existing formal and informal cost budgeting related policies, and also we have here the procedures and guidelines, cost budgeting tools, and the reporting methods. Okay, fine. Hope you understand the inputs for determining the budget process. Let's move to its tools and techniques. First, with expert judgment. Here we can take the inputs from the individuals or groups, and also from the previous similar or successful projects, and also from the information in the industry or the application area. And also we can take the inputs from the financial principles, funding requirements, and the other sources. Okay, moving to the cost aggregation. Here, that is aggregating all the things as per the levels. Example, that is the cost estimates are aggregated by the work packages in accordance with the work being structure and the work package. And the cost estimates are then again aggregated for the higher component levels of the WBS, such as control accounts. Okay, fine. Hope you understand this cost aggregation concept. Let's move to the data analysis tools and techniques, which includes the reserve analysis. Here we can establish the management reserves for the project. As I said earlier, these management reserves are not included in the cost baseline, but it is a part of overall project budget and funding requirements. These management reserves are reserved for unforeseen work or unknowns that may affect the project. Okay, fine. Let's move to the next tool and technique, that is historical information review. Here, which includes the reviving the historical information in developing the parametric or analogous estimates. And also this historical information may include the project characteristics or parameters to develop the mathematical models to predict the total project cost. Okay, hope you understand this technique. Let's move to the next technique, the funding limit reconciliation. Here, in which the expenditure of the funds should be reconciled with any funding limits on the commitment of funds for the project. Okay, let's move to the last tools and technique, financing, which entails acquiring the funds of the projects. It's so simple here, direct definition here. Okay, hope you understand all the tools and techniques for determining the budget process. Let's move to its outputs. Let's start with first the cost baseline. It is the approved version of the time-phased project budget, excluding any management reserves, which only can be changed through formal change control procedures, and also it is used for the basis for comparison to the actual results. Let's refer to the diagrammatic representation here, how the final budget is composed. That is, it shows how the various components of the project budget at cost baseline, the cost estimates for the various project activities along with the contingency reserves for these activities are aggregated into their associated work package cost. And the work package cost estimates along with the contingency reserves estimated for the work packages are again aggregated into the control accounts. The summation of the total these control accounts make up the cost baseline. Hope you understand this representation. It's very clear indication here. And also one point to be noted here, since the cost estimates that make up the cost baseline are directly tied to the schedule activities. This enables a time-phased view of the cost baseline, which is typically displayed in the form of a S-curve as represented in diagram. Okay, for one more important point to note here, for projects that are used earned value management, the cost baseline is referred to as the performance measurement baseline, and the management reserves are added to the cost baseline to produce the project budget. Okay, fine. Hope you understand how the final budget is composed. Let's move to the next output, project funding requirements. Here, in the project funding requirements, which includes the total funding requirements and the periodic funding requirements, which are derived from the cost baseline. Funding requirements here, example is the quarterly or annual. Okay, fine. Let's move to the project document updates, which includes the cost estimates, project schedule, and the risk register. Cost estimates are updated to record any additional information. Project schedule contains the estimated cost for each activity, etc. And in the risk register, new identified risk during this process are recorded and managed using the risk management process. Okay, hope you understand all the outputs of this process. This completes all the ITTO's explanation for the determining the budget process. This completes the session, and in the next video, I'm going to discuss on control cost, which is the last process in the cost management. Thank you guys. If you like this video, kindly subscribe it and send your feedback provided on email given below. Please subscribe my channel, and signing off now, it's your Anil Kumar Dharam.